Hello, in today's video we will be looking at how to attempt the finish the sequence question type in the 11 plus. In this type of question we will get a pattern of shapes with one missing piece from it, and we need to choose from our options to work out which that missing piece will be. Let's look at question 1. Here we have a black circle followed by a grey circle followed by a white circle followed by our blank followed by a grey square. If we look at our color scheme, we can see it goes black, grey, white, and grey is the second in the color scheme, meaning before this grey square must be a black shape, either the circle or the square. We can also say that in this repetition of the color scheme, all of the shapes are the same, circles. So we have a black circle, then a grey circle, then a white circle. And if this is a square, our missing box must be B, because it's a black circle. Black being the first in the color scheme, and square being this repetition of the color scheme's shape. Let's look at question 2 now. Here, rather than focusing on shape, this question focuses a bit more on positioning. So we have an 8-pointed star with a black circle at the top of one of the points. This then flips round and remains black. It then flips round again and turns white. And as our first change went, it will flip round again and stay the same color, meaning C is our answer. Because we flip and keep the color, flip and change the color, then flip and keep the color. And if we flip it, we'll get either C or D as it's on the bottom, and then keeping the color gives us C. Let's look at question 3 now. Our first box, we have one triangle. Then we have 2. Then we have our blank. Then we have 4. Then we have 5. So it's clear to see that as we go along, we're adding 1. So if we go from 1 to 2, then we get to 3. And the only option with 3 triangles is B. Next, let's look at question 4. This question, we need to pay attention to the shapes outside the large circle. We have one square and one circle in all of the boxes. So if we look at our options, we have a square and a square, so it's not A, a square and a circle, so it could be B, a square and a circle, so it could be C, 2 circles, so it can't be D, and a square and a circle, so it's either B, C, or E. Next, let's look at the arrow. In all of the boxes in our sequence, we have one arrowhead, whereas in C, we have 2 arrowheads. So our options get narrowed down to B and E. The only difference between these two is the direction in which they face. So let's look at that. If we look at our 4 together, we can see a 90 degrees anti-clockwise rotation between each square. So to reverse that and get back to our first square, we need a 90 degrees clockwise rotation, which would give us E. Let's look at question 5 now. Now that we've had some practice, feel free to pause the video here and attempt the question yourself before resuming the video to see if you are correct. First, we have a grey no entry sign kind of shape. This then becomes black. It then becomes flipped and changes color back to grey. And following from our color pattern, the final option will be fully black. A is black around the outside, but the middle is grey. B is a circle, so it cannot be that. C is also a circle. D is black in the middle, but grey on the outside. And that leaves us with E, which is fully black and is in the same direction as the third. Finally, here's a little challenge for you to try yourself at home. please attempt the question, and if you think you have the answer, leave it down below in the comments and I'll tell you if you're correct. Thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like and subscribe to see more videos like this. See you next time, bye!